All right, so this is the first video in a series of videos on introduction to R. So in this video, we're gonna explain what is R, why should we study R, among others. And also we'll look at what RStudio is. So this is the official RStudio or R website. But let's begin by looking at what R is. So what is R? Okay. But before I begin, a common misconception about R is that it's just a programming language. But in fact, I would like you to think about it as it's actually much more than that, right? I'd like you to think of it as an environment, right? For statistics, right? For statistical computing and graphics, okay? Which brings a number of features together and provide a powerful functionality, okay? But now let's look at what is R, okay? So R is basically an open source, domain-specific, explicitly designed for data science, right? In fact, R is is actually a perfect language for data manipulation, processing, and visualization, using libraries like Ggplot and Ggplat, right? As well as, statistical computing and machine learning, all right? Okay. So again, another thing we want to look at here is that R has an environment here. So this environment combines effective data handling of big data. We've already looked at that, okay? And then also it includes a collection of integrated tools, right? Okay. Another feature included in our environment is that it has graphical capabilities of facilities, right? And most of all, R is a very simple and effective programming language. Okay. Now that we know all this, right? Let's now look at why we study R. Okay. So as we already mentioned, R is free and open source too, right? Meaning you can actually go here and download it for free. In fact, this is the official website as well, cran.r-project.org, right? You can download R here for free, okay? Then it has a large community of users, right? On this, you can see, if you go to the homepage here, right? You can see here, you can actually explore the different links here. If you want to contribute, if you want to report a bug, you can actually come here, and there's some useful information on how to do that, okay? And in fact, this is where the official website where all this, code is actually maintained, okay? Again, here you can see it has some of the latest cutting technology for both statistical, data manipulation, machine learning. It's independent platform, it can work. It's actually platform agnostic. It can work in any platform, right? Okay. And actually it's a gateway to a lucrative career, okay? So in fact, if I come here, you can see here, R is actually very popular. It's the second most popular, programming language for data science or data analysis and manipulation. Okay. So clearly, if you acquire some skills in R, definitely, I'll give you an edge. Okay. Then also has a very robust visualization library. Okay. One of the very popular libraries called Ggplot. So if we go here, you could see this is one of the packages, right? And we can actually choose, we could actually go to packages here, right? And Ggplot here is a very famous, it actually stands for Grammar for Graphics, and is very famous for visualization. So if I click here, I'll see that we'll go to the official page, right? And if I come here to reference, you can see, it can create all these different libraries, right? So we have a bar chart here. You can create a beam, box plot, and whatnot. All these are different plots you can create with this library, okay? Again, as I mentioned, here is a go-to language for statistics and data science, and it's used in almost every industry. Okay. So in fact, here you can see we have a snapshot of different industries using R, from Google, Facebook, Bing, Microsoft, financial, rely heavily on this, and also academia. We have IBM. So you can see we have quite a bit of Fortune 500 using that. Not forgetting John Deere, agricultural sector, Firefox, and all that. Okay. So really, you can't go wrong with R here. All right. Another thing I wanted to mention here is that it has quite a bit of packages, right? Thousands of packages. So if I come here, you Google grant packages, you can click on this second link, and you can see right off the box, if you go here, let's see, let's go here, available grant package. You can see you can list it by name. And if I come here, all right, so we could look at how you can actually download this, right? Okay. And if you come down here, look at this, click on this hyperlink packages. So I was looking at this number. Okay. So you can find that. So there's a total of 18,648 packages, and you can actually click on this hyperlink based on publication or sorted by name, right? So if I click that, you can see you can literally have all kinds of packages. These are just libraries that kind of solve specific functions. If you're in chemistry, biology, statistics, you can see all these different libraries. If you're in math, genetic and genomic data, all these libraries have been developed to solve a specific problem. All right. So now that we know this, now let's look at what is RStudio. Okay. So if I come here, you can see RStudio basically is just an integrated development environment for R, and it just provides you a graphical user interface. So during installation, you needed to have installed R first, and also you install RStudio on top of that. Okay. Now, I would like to now distinguish between R and RStudio using this graphic. Okay. So if R, I would like you to think of R in terms of a car engine, right? So you can see here, R is the car engine, right? And then RStudio is basically the dashboard, right? So R here provides the programming language, actually is a programming language that runs the computation, right? If you're a car enthusiast, then you might know much more about the mechanics around that, right? And then think of RStudio basically as the dashboard, right? Or the integrated development environment, right? That provides you the interface where you can add different convenient features, right? And tools, right? So that you can leverage on these computations provided by R. Okay. All right. So that's wraps up the introduction to R and RStudio. In the next video, we're gonna look at what RStudio, or rather the different components of RStudio. All right. Thank you.